What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemania here, back with another video. While guys like Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair just can't stay out of the ring, many wrestlers have moved on from the squared circle into what people would call regular jobs. Here are the cases of 13 wrestlers who found life after the squared circle. Number 1. Rick Steiner. Although collegiate wrestler turned professional wrestler Rick Steiner often portrayed a doofus type character, the real Rick Steiner is a shrewd businessman who invested his wrestling earnings wisely. Although he makes occasional appearances in the ring, Rick spends most of his time at Rick Steiner and Associates at Atlanta Community's real estate brokerage. Given Steiner's bachelor degree in education, his role as a school board member should come as no surprise. Now if Big Brother Rick could only pound some sense into Scott, Hulk Hogan could come out of hiding. Number 2. Spike Dudley. The littlest Dudley brother with the biggest heart didn't always win in the WWF or ECW, but he never gave up, showing he could be as tough as kayfabe brothers Devon and Bubba Ray. Spike Dudley, aka Matthew Hyson, enjoyed a remarkable career in ECW, the WWF and TNA before hanging up his boots in 2010. Now married, Hyson works as a financial planner for Mass Mutual, helping people to prepare for retirement, college and tax returns. According to an interview with WWE.com, Hyson says, "I'm helping people live a better life and take care of their families. It's beyond rewarding. A lot of guys have gone through what I've gone through. You're on top of the world, making decent money, and then when the money stops, what do? You hear stories all the time of athletes that made millions being broke. I wanted to become an educator, to show people there are ways to plan for the future." Number 3. Rico. While Rico Constantino may not have looked like it, the WWE's resident stylist / manager was 37 years old when he entered the world of professional wrestling and 40 when he started. Before wrestling, Rico worked with the Special Olympics, participated on American Gladiators, and worked as a paramedic and SWAT team member at different times. Rico debuted on the SmackDown roster in 2002, guiding the careers of Billy and Chuck during their run as the ambiguously gay tag team. Rico eventually turned on Billy and Chuck, managing 3-Minute Warning and having a brief run-in as an in-ring competitor. Now Rico works as a sergeant inspector for the Nevada Taxicab Authority and part-time as a security officer for the US Marshals. Number 4. Ivory. Former WWF Women's Champion Ivory, aka Lisa Moretti, started her wrestling career in the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling promotion. Moretti entered the WWF in 1999 as Ivory, winning the Women's Championship 3 times and competing in angles such as Steven Richards' Right to Censor group. Following her 2005 departure from the WWE, Moretti turned her attention to helping animals, beginning by helping animals caught in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina and later volunteering for the group Best Friends Animal Society. Moretti now owns Dogtown Dog, an animal grooming and boarding facility in Friday Harbor, Washington, which includes a Bow Wow bus to take dogs on excursions. Number 5. Scotty Hotty. Scotty was one of those wrestlers who was simply fun to watch. While his finishing move, the Worm, made less sense than the People's Elbow, fans still loved to watch him perform it. Scotty Hotty, aka Scott Garland, was a popular wrestler alongside Grandmaster Sexay in the Team Too Cool, dancing with de facto member Rikishi from time to time. After Grandmaster was fired from the WWF, Scott eventually teamed with Rikishi, winning the WWE Championship. Garland left the WWE in 2007, but continued working the independent circuit. He also trained as a firefighter and emergency medical technician before trying his hand at real estate. Last year, Garland returned to the WWE, but in the capacity as a trainer for the WWE Performance Center. Number 6. Simon Dean. Michael Busey achieved recognition in ECW for his work as Nova, both in terms of his innovative moves and his comedic work alongside Stevie Richards and the Blue Meanie as the Blue World Order. After ECW folded, Busey hit the independent scene before entering the WWE as Simon Dean, a fitness guru who hyped his patented Simon System, a fitness program complete with supplements, hopefully better than the IcoPro. After leaving the WWE in 2007, Busey became a mortgage broker for the Wood Forest National Bank in Louisville, Kentucky. However, the wrestling bug is hard to shake, and Busey has appeared for promotions such as Chikara. Number 7. Shawn Stasiak. The son of the one-time WWF champion Stan the Man Stasiak had a run in the WWF with a gimmick that could only have happened during the wild days of the Attitude Era. Stasiak worked as Meat, boy toy to Pretty Mean sisters of Terry Runnels, Jacqueline and Ryan Shamrock. Stasiak bounced back and forth between the WWF and WCW before returning to the WWE briefly in 2001 and lasting until 2002. Stasiak requested his release and became a chiropractor as well as a motivational speaker. Number 8. Jimmy Wang Yang. Jimmy Yang was one of those few highlights during WCW's dying days, working as a member of the Young Dragons trio. Yang's charisma, humor, and high-flying style kept him in demand as he worked in the WWE, Ring of Honor, TNA, and All Japan. Yang's redneck gimmick served him well, and he had memorable tag team matches alongside Shannon Moore against WWE Tag Team Champions The Miz and John Morrison. After retiring from wrestling, Jimmy opened a pest control company called, oddly enough, Jimmy's Pest Control. Now, Jimmy operates a party bus in the Cincinnati area, driving people around in Jimmy's redneck party bus. Number 9. Midian. Dennis Knight must have been a believer in karma if his current job is any indication. After making fans want to lose their lunch by parading around in his birthday suit as naked Midian, he now serves them as their lunch, both as a chef and operator of Dennis Knight Catering. Hopefully customers won't have flashbacks to Knight's streaking days whilst they're chowing down on his food. Number 10. Stevie Ray. Booker T's tag team partner and real-life brother won the WCW World Tag Team Championship an amazing 10 times as Harlem Heat. Stevie Ray Huffman's love of motor vehicles led him to joining the West Houston Motorcycle Club, as well as the largest African-American Corvette club in America. Stevie owns a trucking business called Stevie Ray's Trucks and has his own weekly wrestling radio show, Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Number 11. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. James Williams was a top star in the territories, usually working as a pretty boy heel alongside his valet Sunshine in world-class Championship Wrestling. Garvin then moved to the AWA, where he joined Mr. Electricity Steven Regal in upsetting the Road Warriors for the AWA World Tag Team Championship. After retiring, Garvin obtained his pilot's license and became a commercial air pilot. Jimmy worked for less than a week for WWE Creative in October of 2006, but there must not have been any hard feelings as he was inducted into their 2016 Hall of Fame class. Number 12. Tito Santana. El Matador Tito Santana had a successful Hall of Fame level career in the WWF and eased into the second career as a physical education teacher and Spanish teacher in New Jersey. The two-time Intercontinental and WWF Tag Team Champion also owns his own hair salon, where he makes occasional appearances. And number 13. Molly Holly. With her girl next door cuteness, Molly Holly was able to incorporate her undeniable wrestling skills with spirit and a sense of humor. Whether she was working as the kayfabe cousin of Bob and Crash Holly, the Hurricane sidekick Mighty Molly, or the granny panty wearing prudish heel, Holly entertained fans and achieved championship gold, winning the WWF Women's Championship and Hardcore Championship. Over time, Holly reportedly grew tired with the WWE's shift in booking women's based on wrestling ability to a focus on their looks. She left the company in 2005 and focused her efforts on charitable organizations such as a Christian missions group in Guatemala and as a counselor for teens seeking help with drug and alcohol addiction. She now works as a female coach at the Academy School of Professional Wrestling. Located in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the school is co-owned by wrestlers Ken Anderson and Shawn Stasiak. Well guys, there you have it, wrestlers who have found gainful employment beyond the squared circle. If you know of any more wrestlers who have now got normal jobs, leave your comments down below. Subscribe if you already haven't, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.